Hi, I'm Kevin, Product Manager for CenterPoint Archery. Today we're going to go through all the steps necessary to set up your Dagger 390 to get you out in the field enjoying your crossbow. Okay, your first step, you want to locate your cable slide, and if you notice there's two openings on the ends, one's wider. Make sure the wider end is facing the buttstock of the bow as you install it on your cables. The next thing you're going to want to do is grab the joint cap and the joint cap pad, remove the white backing, and install the adhesive side down onto the joint cap pad. Once that's installed, you're going to want to begin to marry the two halves together by inserting the cable slide into the gap. And your next step, you'll grab your joint cap and joint cap pad, which we already have installed together, apply it to the front of the bow, bring your string over the stops, and merge the two halves together. From there, take your riser bolt, insert it into the opening in the front, and begin to tighten. Be careful not to cross thread it. Finish it off with your 3/16" Allen wrench. Snug it down. From that point, flip the bow over, taking your 1/8" Allen wrench. You want to back out the screws for your stirrup that are already installed inside the riser. From there, grab your stirrup and install it inside the holes. And again, using the 1/8" Allen wrench, lock those into place. Taking your 1/8" Allen wrench and the riser bolt locking screw, you want to insert that in the middle hole. This locks your riser bolt in place. Next, we're going to install the quiver on the crossbow. You'll notice on the bottom of the bow, there's a Picatinny rail. That's where your parallel quiver is going to be mounted to. Quiver can be mounted on either side depending on your preference. What you're going to do is locate the front part of the bracket and the back mounting halves, and you'll notice there's a distinct way these go together so they fit flush and smooth as one cohesive piece. From there, take the screws and insert them through the holes. Take your nuts for it. These are a little snug fitting inside of here. Pop those in so they're flush, making sure that the nylon locking portion is facing out away from the screws. Then use the provided 5/32" Allen wrench and just slightly seat the screws so they begin to grab onto the locking nuts. From there, for a right-handed shooter, mount it so the bracket is in this orientation. Left-handed shooter will mount it the other direction. From there, take your 5/32" Allen wrench and tighten it down. When you're doing this, snug one up first and then go back and do the other to take it up, as you don't want to over torque one compared to the other. Once you have the bracket fully installed, take the quiver, open the lever, slide the two halves together, and lock it into place. Now your quiver is completely installed on your crossbow. Next, we're going to install our scope onto the upper Picatinny rail. Grab your scope. You want to loosen the screws on both sides. Mount this onto your upper Picatinny rail here. Most shooters find that a 3 to 4" eye relief from the back of the scope to your eye point is what's most comfortable. You can position this anywhere on the rail that you feel works best for you. Once it's positioned on there, snug those screws down, but do not over tighten them. Now that your scope is fully installed on the Picatinny rail in your crossbow, you're ready to go sight your crossbow in. Prior to doing that, make sure you remove the warning sticker from the rail. Make sure you've read all the warnings in your owner's manual and fully understand them. And for any other additional information, visit CenterPointArchery.com.